Well, our clutch slave cylinder is in. I'm not going to bore you with how to bleed it because I've already basically done 2 videos on it. But there's our clutch line going into the car. And then I'll show you up top kind of what I had to do to get the clutch line behind the carpet. It's actually really, really easy. So you'll be thrilled about that. But as far as down here, we are completely done except for the exhaust and aero trays. So in order to get the third pedal on the pedal box, with an SMG, it's really easy. Oh man, I might have to get under here to show you this. There it is. Up on the top in the middle of your screen there is a circlip. All you gotta do is put the pedal on, put a circlip on it, and then there's 2 10mm bolts that hold the master cylinder to the pedal box. And there's just one little spring clip down there that holds the clutch hardline into the master cylinder. To pull the carpet up enough, there's just one Phillips screw that holds your hood release on. And then there's 4 Phillips screws and a little clip that holds the under dash plastic piece on. Then the carpet just pulls right out. And you'll be able to reach your arm behind it and just pull the hard line up from underneath the car. That whole process only takes about 20 minutes. Now, before I button it up, you can see my single new wire coming out of the pin 8 on the EWS. That has been heat shrink butt connected into the the violet yellow, which is switch 12 volt. That's supplying a switch 12 volt signal to the EWS to start the car. And under the hood, the X6004 connector on the ECU. Second black one in from the end. Pin 23 on that, ground that. If you want to have interlock switches, there's a 4-pin BMW switch. Watch my oldest e46 swap video and I go over how to wire that switch. Well, the underside is completely back together. Sorry I didn't really video it, but I showed it to you coming apart, and that's probably the exact same process to put it back together. So the reason why it's not fully back together right now is A, I don't have new hose clamps for the throttle bodies, and B, this car desperately needs an oil filter housing gasket. And I'm not in the mood to do that tonight. So there will be another part of the series yet, probably covering oil filter housing gasket. Maybe I'll make that into a separate video, I'm not sure, but either way, the car runs and drives now, seems pretty happy. We will see, hopefully take it for a test drive in the next couple of days.